Keep working, Keep. Hard ball. Play longer. Play longer.
Support from the outside.
Can we press the ball? Can we press the ball? Can we press Bangale? Play. Press Bangale, press. Come Manisha. I like that kick. Keep going, kick. Overload where the ball is. Play, Percy. Yes, play. Look after the ball. Play. Perfect. I like that. All the way, Langa. Keep faster, come on. All the way, Langa. Don't stay outside too long. Make sure you come inside. Press. 30 seconds. Work hard. And rest. 30 seconds. You have to count. We don't count.
Let's go, guys.
Shoot and try.
Yeah, my face.
Choose that ball. Timo, play. If you steal it quickly, I allow play.
Lose it. Very risky pass.
We're not counting, guys. Play.
10 or 2. 10.
One.
One.
2, 3, 4.
Hey!
Six.
Hey!
7. Hey,
1-0. Play, Bangale.
Direction of play that way. Shadow training, duplicate on the position.
So they like the Victor store. Is it? No, they like seeing South Africa bet on the back foot. They're such a fucking ego. So I'm just Sunday night.
Take Tabo out of the position, he will follow you. Let's have wait at 1 second back, and let's kick it under. Let's go. We need to determine what we want. Okay, very good. Okay. Now I want to give you more rest because I'm putting the pull out.
Nishab, can you just tell us what you had for breakfast?
Nothing.
Not test you.
I didn't eat today.
You didn't eat.
No,
Okay. How much did you run today?
I don't know.
Okay.
Not that much.
All right. Second. Okay. Cool. Okay. Couple of days after you were in Burkina Faso, personally, how are you feeling physically after the trip with South Africa?
Yeah, obviously, we could have won the game. We gave it away last minute, but I think it was a good effort from the boys. We really worked hard as a team. We created a few chances that we had to score, but yeah, I'm very tired after the long travels, and yeah, now I'm just focused on getting back to the team and start preparing for the final.
You've traveled the continent extensively this year. What does that mean for yourself as an individual, but also collectively as a team, Sundowns, ahead of this big final?
Yeah, I think we gained the experience we needed. We were a bit lucky when we went out of the tournament and we got the chance to get back into the tournament. But I think with all our preparations, playing in the CAF Champions League and in the Confederations Cup, the qualifiers, we learned a lot, and I think that's what helped us the most, And I think going into this game, we shouldn't take the fact that we beaten Zamalek home and away for advantage. We know that they're a strong team, they got good individuals, but yeah, we just have to make sure we don't concede at home and we score goals.
Obviously, you're playing this game as a club at the back of that 3-0 loss in the MTN8 final. How's the confidence with you guys at the moment?
Yeah, look, obviously we're a bit down, but the coach spoke to us. He told us we have to forget about the game, yeah, we can't win everything, although we wanted to win. On the day, Wits was a better team, but yeah, for us it's to start focusing on Zamalek and just forget about the loss against Wits.
What prep work have you done, if there's any, in terms of visual footage that you've looked at of Zamalek, where the strength, where the weaknesses lie, and where you guys might need to capitalize?
Yeah, look, we played them twice this year already, so we know what they're good at. They're good team on the ball. They're good breaking out. They have a good striker who's very physical. But yeah, I think if we go with the same mentality when we played them in Egypt, stay compact, defensively disciplined, I think we stand a chance.
Finally, from me, what scoreline would satisfy you? I mean, I know we're being presumptuous here, but I mean, if you remember, they won 4-0 in the semi-final, they lost 5-2 in the second leg, so they are vulnerable at the back, but they can also score at home. So what would satisfy you going to Egypt?
I think the more goals we can score, the better for us. I'm sure we're going to create lots of chances. I think for us it's just to be composed. We haven't been scoring the past few games. So yeah, if we can score something like 3-4 goals, I think going to Egypt that will be the much needed confidence booster, and I'm sure that when we do go to Egypt, we'll get another goal.
Keegan, in terms of the number of matches that you've played this year, personally for you, is your body still, or does it still have that the energy to carry on, or you just take it one game at a time?
Yeah, look, at Sundowns they try to manage as well. After each and every game they give us enough time to rest. And I think with them helping us, giving us like 3 days off after a game helps us a lot. Yeah, the body obviously gets tired, but you have to persevere. You have to keep on working hard, and I think once you put in the hard work, you'll reap the benefits. So I know that it's just a few more games to go, and then after that maybe I'll get rest.
In terms of Zamalek, obviously you mentioned earlier on that you guys played them, and this current during the group stages of the Champions League, you guys had a very good record playing away. Is it something that is sort of like playing in your mind that you guys have played these guys before and you sort of like know them and the approach that you're going to take is the same, or what you want to take?
No, I think we have to go with the same approach. When we played them in Egypt, I think we were very disciplined in our defensive organization. I think we were very compact, and I think we kept the ball, you know, and we created lots of chances. I think if we go with the same mentality, when we started this campaign, I think we stand a proper chance against Zamalek. But like I said, we shouldn't take the fact that we've beaten them twice for advantage, you know, because we know that they're good. They're a good team. They score goals and they got good individuals. But like I said, we just need to stick to the way we've been playing, and I think we stand a proper chance.
And in the semi-finals, you guys played your first game away at Sesco, and the second game was at home. Now things are sort of like turned around. Does it work in your favor, or either way, it really doesn't matter?
I think either way it doesn't matter, but playing away first would be suitable for us, you know. Trying to get the away goal first, but yeah, it's part of football. We're looking forward to our first home game here against them in front of our people, and yeah, I think with their support we will do well.
Thank you, brother, man.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
Big tournament, you play big tournament, you have Chippa in between. You have to win against this. Big tournament, you break them up.
You mentioned yesterday coming in coach. He was doing last time, so you expecting a different game from somebody.
Yeah, but I checked their games. He's playing the same. You cannot.
Is that it?
Who's going to have? And the Super Cup?
Anthony, Sundowns are going to a very big game, perhaps the biggest game of the year, 2016 for you guys. How's the confidence in the camp?
I think you guys saw it this morning. The confidence is very high, and we need to keep our feet on the ground. And on Saturday, the game is important, but the most important thing, we need to score more goals, because we need to do everything here before going to Egypt.
Sundowns did beat Zamalek home and away. Does that count for anything? The fact that at least, you know, they don't intimidate you?
I think what happened against Zamalek, both home and away, I think now is history. We need to put that behind us. You know, playing the final is a different ball game, and as I said, we just need to prepare very well for them, and we need to score 2, and we need to keep 0 or 3. Even 3 goals, it will be good for us, because it's not going to be easy in Egypt, my brother. But I believe in the guys that here, and we believe in ourselves that we're going to do it for South Africa and for this club.
You've been in good condition and good, scoring some very important goals for Sundowns. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Everything is going well. I just want to say thanks to the coaches and thanks to my teammates, you know, because they've always been pushing me, you know. And this football is up and down, you know. So the most important thing is for you to keep concentration and for you to work hard for this club, because it's a big brand. We need to do everything possible, because up to this day, people still talk about what Orlando Paris did. I think in '95 or '94. I think it's about time for people to talk about this, about Sundowns. And I also want to show that medal to my children, because I got the league medal, I got Telco, and I got everything. So if I can show my children the African Champions League medal, it will be a bonus for me in my career.
I mean, you talk about history and legacy. When you look at a game like Saturday for yourself and also for your country, I mean, you're representing, being part of that, how big is this back home for you?
There's nothing you can ask for in Africa out of this game. You know, people play in the African Cup of Nations finals. It was the time, and you get this opportunity to play in the African Champions League final. I think it's a bonus for me, and I think, as far as I'm concerned, I'm the only Liberian that will be representing myself and my country in this cup final on Saturday. So it's not a matter of you representing, but after representing, what you're going to show. That's what I want to do. You know, after this, I want to show to my family that when I was there, I won this. You know, so that's the most important thing now. And now we need to keep our feet on the ground. We need to listen to what our coaches want us to do, because on Saturday, if we are victorious before going to Egypt, I think it's going to be easier. But we need to score more goals.
And then, what are you guys telling yourselves as players? Besides the coaches, what are you telling yourselves to encourage yourselves? What are you saying to the other guys? I mean, about this is a big.
My brother, you don't need to encourage yourself on this one. It's an encouragement on its own, you know. So we've always been talking about this, that we need to be focused, and we need to keep our feet on the ground. We shouldn't be too complacent, you know, because at the end of the day, why the asset of you going there and not winning anything? You know, we talk about that, and if we can win this, then you guys going to know what we spoke about before anything. But the spirit in the camp is very high, and we are all waiting to work on Saturday.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Tell them I'll just above me so that the camera is. Yeah. Coach, you going into this game at the back of the loss to Bidvest, but now you are carrying not only Sundowns' hope, but a country's flag. Does that put pressure on you, or is it just a challenge that you can be able now to switch the mode and focus on a bigger game?
I like the two words you used, the pressure and the challenge. I don't know of any coach noma ungadlala a friendly game emakhufi ukuthi awufuni ukuwina awuna pressure. You've got pressure, you have to win it. Important. So pressure is always there on any game we play. Pressure will always be there. We can't hide it, this pressure. But it is also a challenge to say, how do you deal with this pressure? How do you deal with this challenge? Okay, so that's what's important. But if I answer your question, referring to the match, the Telkom final we lost against
The MTN.
against MTN Evans. This is a chalk and cheese tournament. MTN, you play 3 weeks. You're in the final. 3 weeks, within a month. So Parag final. Lena is 9 months. With traveling, with league games in between, with Nedbank Cup in between, with Telkom Cup in between, with top 8 in between. And you play 9 months. And you're going to Dolisi, you're going to Cairo, you go to Setif, you travel the world. You are on transit for 6 to 8 hours waiting for the next flight. Whereas when you land in 2 days' time, I've got to go to Polokwane and you win that match in Polokwane. You've got to understand how this thing means to us. It's a long way, it's big. It has depleted our resources, meaning financially, and also energy-wise, and also mentally. So this thing has taken our system so long. So we want to get done with this thing. And IPL, it's been too long. 9 months of this tournament. It's very difficult, And it's not only that. You've got two yellow cards, you're out. So it's suspensions also. So to play this tournament is the toughest, because with 2 yellow cards you're out. So you always have not players available, because I'm a yellow manengi. I mean, really, you play 16 games to really arrive at your destination, and you can't tell me a player will never get 2 yellow cards. So you always don't have numbers. You always have injuries. You always have fatigue from the games and traveling. You always have different mentality of playing away games at Kinshasa, playing away in Lubumbashi. It is fireworks. Going to Cairo is fireworks there. So, and Setif, you know what happened. We even had to be taken out of the pitch when there's 30 seconds left of the match. So it is not easy. It is very tough. It is. Now you're coming back from the second leg in Cairo, and you're back when? Wednesday. You're supposed to play Telkom on Wednesday. Here we go again. So we don't have a rest. We all play well-rested teams. We only played Vest. They were 10 days not playing. They were watching us playing Zesco home and away. They were watching us. So it's a difficult thing for us to really compete on a fair ground for local cups with local teams, And it's easy for you. Okay, coach, not to an excuse because you lost to Vets. Yeah, but I was playing Zesco here, home and away, and they were rested. The last time they played was in Cape Town, I don't know when, against Cape Town City. I mean, it's very difficult. So you could see that we come from a different background, but we don't make excuses. We compete all the time, and we are not saying, oh, as faki team lenye, so good people should say, yeah, okay, they didn't have the full. We put the full team, and we compete, and we are professionals. But those are the challenges of this big. As long as the calendar doesn't go with CAF, Champions League for South African teams, very difficult.
Do you put pressure on yourself individually, being this moment, being this 2 weeks of history, about to become the first South African coach? I mean, Ronald Mkandawire being Zambian when he won it with Orlando Pirates, you're about to make history on it. Yes, it's for the club, it's for the country, but individually, I mean, how do you feel?
I answered that question last time. Somebody asked me look at Gavin statistics, Gavin Hunt statistics and all that. I don't look at anybody. I have to look at what I have to do to contribute in football. When I'm out of football, I don't want people to say, hey, there was another coach at Sundowns. That guy was useless. He never won nothing. That guy was no. I can't look at what other people are doing. I need to look at myself. And as I said, I feel blessed because now I'm doing Champions League. Imagine if I can do World Club tournament. You know what I'm trying to say? And I've done Cup of Nations. I've done Confederation Cup. I've done the World Cup. We're saying Ignatius for the top 8. No, guys, I've got so many. I've played Spain, Italy, Germany. I've been blessed, been given a chance by SAFA. So for me to put myself under pressure, I don't think so. As long as I saw the things coming out, the mails coming out, that Sundowns is back to #1 team in Africa, I'm happy. I'm happy for Kigen. I'm happy for Kama. To say we brought these boys to this team. What did they benefit when they come to you to play for Sundowns? You've made them the best team in Africa. So at the moment, they're the second best or first team in Africa. So they must win the tournament. So that when the awards come, they must also be on the awards to say Player of the Year in Africa, Goalkeeper of the Year Africa, the same way as we swept here. So for me, my contribution is to these boys. So that when I sit back, one day I'm retired, I'm old, I must say, did you really contribute to Kama Billiard's game? I said, yes, I took him there. He didn't qualify for top 8. Now, Football Player of the Year. Now, Champions League. Now, Zimbabwe goes to the Cup of Nations because I'm strong on them. I said, you need to take this performance to your national team. It's a shame that Zimbabwe is out of Cup of Nations for 23 years or 24 years. You need to help your country. And I want to come there and watch you play against Zimbabwe, against Zambia, against Egypt, against the top dogs of Ivory Coast, against Bailey. Market yourself. Dribble Bailey of Man United. Then maybe Swansea can say, wow, let's go pay Sundowns £4 million pounds. And then because this guy can get over this other guy who's in a big team. That's my vision, you know. It's like I want to beg a certificate club. I go to une become and honor sunan. Beg a certificate body. And then it's for you. You're selfish. What have you contributed to your family? Have you contributed to anybody else? Have you rubbed off? Have you taken take him to the school for bursary or what? Have you made something? It's all about you and your certificates. So it's not about me and the cups and the history. If you look after the process, the end product will look after itself. So I must win every match I play, so that when I retire, I say, let me see how many games have I won. Then I can measure the road where I come from. But Sundowns first, supporters first. You know our supporters, they want their bragging rights against Pirates and Chiefs. They want the star. I must make sure that the star is there. Our supporters want to go to every final. I must contribute to that. I must teach these boys. They must play a cup final. We are not here to play football because you play football and then you win the match. But SS Pumile Cup in, so we Linda foot is in. No, play every week. You must play. So it's all about it.
Peter, finally from me, this I believe it's nonsensical to be talking about playing first leg at home, second leg at home. Because I think for me at the end of the day, it's 2 games. Yeah. You're gonna get the same opportunity.
And aggregate is the same.
Aggregate is gonna be the same. Yeah. What would make you comfortable going to Egypt in terms of?
I would like to go to Egypt, not looking for a result. That's very nice. You know, you don't look say, Ish, we have to win at all costs. That gives you a little bit of confidence and comfort to say I can cushion 1 goal because I'm playing in Egypt. These guys are capable of scoring 1 goal. So maybe it's life. You have to have a space for that. But if 1 goal comes in, it must not decide my life. I must still have say I'm still on the lead. So you need at least 2 goals from here. But you can't buy them. But you need at least 2 goals to go there.
Coach, in terms of your squad, does it bring imbalance in terms of the guys that were sort of like here during the international break and those guys that went to do business for the national team? Them coming back?
No, we are professionals. If we start making excuses, players went to international games, I didn't have enough time to train. Who had time to train? Did Zamalek have enough time to train the players? They had 7 players in Egypt. So we don't complain about it. And if you start complaining about that, I mean, tough luck. Then sign players who are not internationals, so it means you have a weak team. Sign players who are not international, and you'll have them all the time for training. You know, when we played cheaper, nobody left. They're all there training. But what happened? Who went to the final? We beat them. So we can't make excuses. They went to Bafana, they went to Ouagadougou, then Manje, because we didn't play well, we start to blame the trip to there. We should have blamed them the trip when they went to play international. Bafana went to international before we played cheaper. We could have blamed that. So we didn't blame that. We didn't blame the game of Egypt when they played, and they played another game before Egypt. I forgot what game was it. Before Egypt, international, they went away. So you didn't blame that, we went through. So let's not blame it.
Coach, also looking at it now, it's 2 games away from obviously achieving the dream that you had when you came to Sundowns.
Yeah.
Is it, did the whole thing come according to plan in terms of timing, or it came sooner than you thought, or sooner than you had planned for it to come through?
Okay, you must go back to your archives. The first interview I made when I was here, I told you why I'm at Sundowns. Because of Champions League. Because the team believes in Champions League. And you got to know what position was Sundowns at that time. We were not even, we had 14 teams to pass to go to Champions League. But I came for that because the president of the team wants Champions League. The team believes in Champions League. And that's what attracted me to come here. Because I wanted Champions League. Here we are today. Champions League Cup final. I mean, how more nice can you want it, eh? I mean, really, what a plan, what a vision. So we are there now. So that's what we. It's not a fluke. We fought for this. We came for this. For the last 3 years, I've been at Sundowns. All my pre-seasons have been in Africa, in Ghana, in Zimbabwe, in Zambia. I've been traveling everywhere, and I told you why I'm doing that. Because what's the point of doing my pre-season here, 9 o'clock in Ghana and the Platinum Stars XC? I go there in Africa, it's packed. Sun, traveling, hotel. I prepared the team so that there must never be an excuse. Good. Oh, the hotel. Oh, the food. Oh, the sun. Oh, the referee. Oh, the weather. No excuse. So we have been preparing for 2 years. It's not a mistake. We're in the final. We have prepared. We had a plan, and we are there. But if you want to say, I fully Champions League, I want to play Champions League, but you didn't have a plan, welcome.
You need to be positive.
You've played Zamalek before, and you made easy work of them both. And do you keep the same blueprint from?
No, we must not talk like it was easy. I mean, really, we didn't score here. They scored an own goal. Okay, you forced the goal to be there. And over there, it was 1-1 for a certain time until we scored at the end. So it was not that easy. So we still have to fight. You must know that, you know the North Africans. They will play here that they don't lose. And they will hit you on set pieces. They will play here to not to lose. And they are organized, that they are very disciplined. Go to Cairo, it's a different game. So we're also saying that come here, we need to turn it on here and score here, because we have a specimen to play away in Zamalek. We've put it. We play in Setif, we've put it. So we don't have a problem to play away.
And also in terms of...
I thought this is the last one.
Oh no, this is the last one, coach.
Yeah.
Getting away results has been in the group stages. That's something that you fixed, and you had said before that getting away results was one thing that you were...
You got to score away, yeah.
Yes. Now playing the first game at home.
Home, yeah.
Yes. Does it in any way...
It's the same. It's the same. Whether you start there or you don't start there, it's mental. If mentally you're thinking that, oh, I'm playing the last game there, then you start killing yourself. Because we played the first game against Setif away. What happened? We won. Okay? We played the first game against Zamalek where? Away. We won. So now we come with excuses that you should have been here first, should have been there. No, it's mental. It's how you deal with it. All you have to do on Champions League, make sure you don't concede a goal at home, because it's a home goal is a problem. And make sure that you score away. So it is just that. Doesn't matter where you play. When you play home, score. And when you play away, when you score on a draw, you have an advantage. Thank you.
Thank you, coach.
It's all the best.
Yeah, we need it, yeah?
All the